Hi, I'm Kevin Linney from Kevin Linney Leadership Coaching, and we're here to serve you in helping you live lives of greater significance. Today we're going to look at just simply a very quick overview of another Maxwell book, which is Failing Forward. Sounds a bit strange, but it just means that really turning our mistakes in our lives into stepping stones of success. Failure simply means not to succeed in what we are trying to achieve. That's the simple definition of it. And as we grow up and as we've grown up as kids even, we've been programmed often to see failure in a very strange way. One, we fear failure. Number two, we misunderstand failure. And number three, we are not prepared at all for failure and how we're going to react to failure, because our parents, our teachers, and our lives in general, we see failure as a percentage often, but we get over 60% to success. If we get under 60 or 50%, we're a failure. So we grow up with a wrong concept of what failure is, and then indirectly we react wrongly to failure. The reality is, why do some people seem to succeed and others don't seem to succeed so well? Is it something that's about them, that either have a Midas touch, or is it something special? Well, really, that it's much more common for people to fail than succeed. It's much more common to have poverty than wealth. It's often more common to have disappointment than actually to arrive at the things that we are trying to achieve in life. John Maxwell makes it very clear in a definition. He just simply says the difference between average and achievers are simply our perspective and our reaction to failure. We are people who really need to understand, and we've talked about before in previous videos, that failure needs to become our friend. We need to have the concept that failure is a good thing, because it is the thing that strengthens us and helps us live our lives to greater depth and greater security. We really need to be people who look at the prospect of failure and are willing to go forward confidently anyway. A great way to be encouraged is just to read people's bios. I love reading success stories and where people come from. And one of the greatest, I think, is Edison, and I know he's a very common one we all can relate to. And after about 10,000 goes at looking how to make a light bulb work, he finally got one that worked. And so he didn't see that the 9,999 were failures. They were simply just a different way of doing it, something that didn't work. Now, he truly understood that failure was what led him on the road of success. The only people who really get confused, I think, with this truth that failure can be a friend is simply those who have never had major setbacks. But those of us who have made some mistakes and probably some regrets in places, it just really leads us to have a lot of freedom and a lot of liberty to be able to go forward in our lives much more confident than we ever would have otherwise. So the stepping stones for life are really just that. How often have you walked across a creek or a river on stepping stones? And if you step on the stones, you can get from one side to the other without even getting your feet wet. So that is how we need to be in life. We need to be people who establish these stepping stones in our life, the things that the world would put failure. We need to apply them to our lives, learn from them, and just make them in our lives so we become solid and stable. We'd love to just be a part of your life and to study this further. If you'd like to be more involved, we're going to have some mastermind groups in Rockhampton and in Yeppoon in this coming month. So please just watch your space for the dates and the details. If you'd like to contact us at any time, we'd love to hear from you. And the easiest way is just to give us a call on 1300 Linney, or you can go to our website, which is linneycoaching.com.au. You can check us out on our Facebook page or our LinkedIn page, or if you prefer, you can just email me directly on linneycoaching.com.au.